Hi, I'm Matthew, the Garden Center Manager here at Earthworks. In the plant world, especially in the horticultural world, there's a lot of interest in every single genus and species of plants that are available to us, not only to observe in nature, but also plants that are found at garden centers. Over time, a lot of societies have popped up around the world and the state where people get together to discuss their passions and interests in plants. David's going to tell us a little bit about the palm societies, not only here in Florida, but also internationally. Hope you enjoy.
Good morning, my name is David Casella. Just wanted to introduce myself. I am the current president of the First Coast Palm and Cycad Society. Actually, my second term, I was president from 2005 to 2010, and then I was re-elected by the board October of 2017. And let me explain a little bit about our Palm Society. There's different types of plants that exist in the plant world. There's orchids, roses, African violet societies. I'm a member of the Palm and Cycad Society. We meet quarterly, typically spring, the month of March, June for summer, September, October time frame for fall, and then we have a holiday meeting. And a group of us get together, different backgrounds, and we all have one thing in common, palms and cycads. We exchange information, seeds, bring plants, palms, and other plants as well to our meetings, and we donate them to the society to go into the auction, which raises money from the highest bidder that purchases the palm or plant, and it goes into society to fund field trips, researches, whatever we have on our plate. And then we also do dual meetings. As you can see, I have my Central Florida Palm and Cycad Society shirt on. That's the member. I might have gone too fast. Let me turn around slower. That's my membership of the Central Florida Palm and Cycad Society. It covers Central Florida, Tampa, Orlando, Sarasota to Daytona Beach, Melbourne area. Anyway, I'm also a member and involved with those, and we meet quarterly. So coming up in October, we're going to do a dual meeting between my society up in Jacksonville area, First Coast Palm and Cycad Society, with the Central Florida Palm and Cycad Society. So the Central Florida Palm and Cycad enthusiasts can come to Northern Florida and see what we're all able to grow up here in Northern Florida, and vice versa. The IPS, which is the International Palm Society, is the main organization which is worldwide. And just to let you know, there are palm trees that are native and grow on 6 out of the 7 world's continents, with the exception being Antarctica, and we know because of the ice. And there's a vast variety of palms. Palms are actually not trees, hardwood trees, they're monocots. Hardwood trees like oaks, pines, maples, elms are dicots, meaning they flower and they have vascular cambiums. Palm trees are monocots, where they have bundles of xylem and phloem, the food and water conducting tissues. And there's different types of palms. There's palmates, which are fan leaves like the one above me. And then there's also pinnate, which is a feather leaf. Solitary growing trunked palms, branching palms, clustering multiple trunk palms. And palms come from, like I said earlier, all regions of the world. You have desert palms that come from the Middle East and North Africa that are very cold tolerant, obviously drought tolerant, fire tolerant. Then you have palms like the Chinese windmill palm, Chusan palm, that grows up in Nepal at 5,000 to 7,000 feet in the Himalaya mountains, that can actually tolerate snow. So they're able to grow up here on the Pacific Northwest and East Coast in the almost into the foothills of the Smoky Mountains in North Carolina. So a lot of my friends that I have from the Southeast Palm Society, they go bazonkers when they're able to grow a windmill palm outside of the state of Florida in North Carolina, and it tolerates snow cover. Then you have tropical swamp palms like in Jacksonville and the Southeast. We have the cabbage palm, the sable minor, that can sit in water for days. The Aceliorrhaphe wrightii, the Porotus Everglades palm, that's native to South Florida. That's an Everglades palm. As you know, it's swampy and we have high amounts of rainfall. And then there's Mediterranean type palms that do not really like high temperatures. They like more of a moderate temperate temperature, dry, cool winters they can tolerate, that grow on the west coast of continents, such as our west coast, California up to Oregon. Then you got Chile, South America, and then other western sides of continents that have that Mediterranean type climate, which is temperatures in the 80s in the summer, freezing temperatures, but instead of the humidity and rainfall, it's more of a dry type climate. It's a cooler, dry type of climate. And the International Palm Society has biennials where once a year the members get together, they decide on a location, and they meet for a biennial. This year, back in June, earlier this month, the biennial was in Colombia to see the world's tallest palm, the Cyroxylon. This palm can grow up to heights of 200 feet, and it grows into the fog banks that's so high in the foothills, and it's commonly known, and its native range is in the coffee regions of Colombia. So they met down there for 7 days, and they toured the coffee fields and saw the palm trees, and acquired a lot of information by the tour guide, but I'm going to try to attend one of those myself. But the IPS is the main branch of all the other sub-branches of the Palm Society. My chapter, the First Coast Palm Society, the Central Florida Palm Society, but they're worldwide and as well as regional. So it's a good source of information, www.palms.org for the IPS website, and then you'll click on the other websites to see the local and regional International Palm Society websites.
Hey, thanks again for joining us and watching another installment of our palm videos. Keep checking us out online for more videos and more information with David Casella.